know I'm about to go in. Told me that I couldn't do it, but I gotta bring it back, so they're really numb with it. Let's go. Tell me where you're from, where you stay. Know I keep it lit from the coast to the bay. Peace on the right.
If you guys are sick of wasting money on packs, go check out my sponsor. They offer the cheapest and most reliable way to buy coins straight from the source. Use code MAZE at checkout for 15% off your entire order. Merry Christmas, everyone. Yes, you heard me right. Halloween's over. It's officially Christmas time, and I'm glad to spend it with you. Christmas is my favorite time of year, so I try to celebrate it for as long as possible. Hope you guys also are happy to see the return of my beautiful, beautiful tree. And apologies for missing the last week of uploading. I said in my last video, but I went out of town. So it's good to be back. We should be having daily uploads, or at least for the next like 3 or 4 days. And I hope you guys are ready. Before we get into the Las Vegas Raiders ebook part 2, we're going to go over the best and worst comment of the day. The best comment of the day comes from Evan, who took his time to timestamp the entire ebook from the last video, because I actually didn't do it. I normally would do it, but I didn't do it. So shouts out to Evan. Thank you for the work. There's also somebody else who... I'm going to find your name. You know what? I'm going to look it up right now because I don't want to leave you out. AJ Rowe typed out all of the adjustments. So shouts out to AJ Rowe as well. The worst comment of the day is a twofer. A 2-for-1. We call that a twofer. It's a tag team from David Portanga and Kermit Q Frog. David said, bro, why don't we learn about maze and geography? After all, his forehead is the biggest landform in the world. Very funny, very original. Kermit Q Frog said, Pangea type beat. That was actually kind of funny. But because you're insulting me, it's worst comment. So sorry, boys. Getting into today's video. If you guys missed part 1, this is part 2. So don't go to part 2 unless you watch part 1. But part 1 was mainly passing. We went over trips tight end and strong close. So those are 2 formations I would pass the most of out of this. I would actually pretty much stay in trips tight end. So that whole thing I did on trips tight end, that should be your main staple formation. And then you're audibling to strong close every now and then to switch it up. And then today... I'm going to be talking about how to get into I-form close as well. I-form close is another formation that is amazing. However, in I-form close, I'm only really going to be audibling to it if I want to run the ball. And it has one play that is fantastic, probably the best play ever in Madden. It's a passing play, and it's one play touchdown, no adjustments, any coverage. It's beautiful, and I'm sure you guys already know what the play is. But today's offense is going to be focused on that formation. So getting into the actual ebook, like I said, this is part 2. Go watch part 1 if you haven't already. And we are using the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. If you guys didn't know, I've said it a million times, it's in the title. We're also in the Las Vegas Raiders offensive playbook. The reason I'm using the Buccaneers is because on my offense, I have a tight end apprentice, I have a running back apprentice, I have a slot apprentice. So I have a lot of extra hot routes on the field that I like to utilize. And so I'm using Tom Brady because he's got Hot Route Master, and he can better show that. Also, in this style of ebook, I'm going to be doing less cuts, more casual. I feel like that's the best way to get the information across. It's a little bit more conversational. It will sink in better if you feel like, it's not so pushed and forced at you, okay? Additionally, because I think this one's going to be a little bit shorter in terms of the actual tips, I'm going to be going into a game after and actually running the ebook in a live game and showing you guys how to run it best based on what the defense is giving you. Now, that is going to be at the end of the video, so if you don't want to see that, you don't have to. And additionally, I do want to say another thing. I'm giving you a lot of disclaimers at the beginning of this fucking video. But this offense was the best offense in the game. The QB draw, it had all the gun bunch quads and gun empty base flex. Has QB draws and really good plays. It was the best offense in the game. Your quarterback would never fumble. The blocking was phenomenal. I'm sure you guys knew it. They nerfed the shit out of QB draw, so I'm not even going to go over it. I wouldn't run it anymore. Your QBs can fumble again. You don't have as much control of your ball carrier. So they nerfed the QB draw. They also nerfed stretch. They nerfed all stretches. So that is, kind of a staple of running the ball out of some of these under center formations. So without stretch, I do have a solution. I do have something that we can replace it with, but it's not going to be as good as stretch. So just letting you guys know, this shit was a lot better 3 days ago. So let's get into it. To recap what we said last week, in your trips tight end, you need to have 2-1-2 personnel, 2-12. That means 2 wide receivers, 2 running backs, 1 tight end. I said it in a weird order, but that's what it means. So I would put your second running back at this slot receiver right here, the inside receiver, second inside middle receiver. Middle receiver is going to be your running back. That's going to enable you to audible from trips tight end down to strong close and down to I-form close. And those are the ones that I like the most. I-form close is our focus. You got halfback stretch, halfback dive, power O, and PA tight end leak. PA tight end leak, best play in the game. It's pass play. The other 3 are run plays. Now, the reason I have 3 run plays in here, which is kind of unconventional, is because the only time I'm audibling to I-form close is if I want to run the ball or I want them to think I'm running the ball. So majority of the time out of I-form close, I'm going to be running the ball. The only time I'm not is if I'm going to be running PA tight end leak. And you can make all the audibles you want out of that play, and it is beautiful. So PA tight end leak is a pass play. We're actually going to start with PA tight end leak. I'm going to show you how to play this, how to work this. It is a one-play touchdown against any coverage. Cover 1, 2, 3, 4, any of them. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, any of them, you name it. And on defense, we're going to start going against cover 3 because that's the best. The main one I like to run against is a cover 3. I don't know why I called 3-4 over, but cover 3 sky. Got PA tight end leak. You don't need to make any adjustments. Hike the ball, get some good pocket presence, maybe get outside. You see he is wide freaking open. You don't need to make any adjustments against cover 3. Okay, so a general rule of thumb when I run this is if there's a single high safety, if you're going for a one-play touchdown, single high safety, run it as is. If there's 2 safeties, just motion the post out. Okay? Still might be a cover 3 if there's 2 high safeties, but, it's better. More often than not, it's going to be a even safety look. They're not going to rotate. So, again, just no adjustments. I'm sure you guys know why there's a cover 3 beater. It's the corner route from your tight end is holding that corner, holding Casey Hayward down. If you guys want to run it, block your tight end or run it a different way, another way you can get it to work against cover 3 is just put your outside receiver on a corner route, and then you can do anything you want with your tight end. You can put them on a crosser or whatever. That's another look. This will also be a cover 3 beater because, again, you're replacing that tight end corner with a corner from your wide receiver. He just shedded the shit out of me. No, Tom Brady, you son of a bitch, throw out a sack. But you guys get the picture, okay? So that is PA tight end leak. Again, we're going to be audibling all over the place. So again, if he sees you audible from trips tight end down to I-form close, he's going to be like, he's running the ball. He's not going to be expecting a pass. And the cool thing about I-form close is, and I'm actually going to go to a different formation to show you this, but the reason these run plays are so good, and I'm kind of going all off topic here, but when we get to the run plays, I want to show you something. If we come out, and you should do this every single time. If you're wanting to run I-form close, do not come out in I-form close. Come out in weak close flex at a minimum. Weak close flex has a lot of really good plays. PA mesh, bench flat. There's a lot of really good plays in here. You can audible your own pass plays. The dive is also really good. The dive out of weak close flex is really good because you got that offset fullback right there with you. But if you come out in anything weak close flex and you want to run an I-form close flex run, watch the motion to snap. So I'm going to audible over to I-form close, and you get a momentum. Everybody moves to the right, and you can hike it before he's set because he's off the ball. So you don't need to wait for him to be set, and that's going to help your blocking. So if you come out in I-form close and everybody's set and you don't have any motions or anything, they're going to be flat-footed, slow off the ball. But when you audible from weak close flex and they're all on the left, and then you audible them over to the right, you can motion hike it, and the blocking is better. Now, it's not amazing, and again, stretch got nerfed, so just keep that in mind. Again, this offense is called the Las Vegas Tour. This is the only offense they call it like that because there's so many good formations, and everybody who runs it at a high level is audibling. They're showing you the tour. They're showing you every fucking formation in this playbook by just audibling nonstop. So it makes it hard to stop. It makes it hard to know what's coming because even if they come out in something, they could totally switch up their tune and go to something else. And again, the stretch is a good example of that. Now, another thing that is really good that I think got better after the patch and I think is going to replace stretch is that power. So power O is a power run. And this is a run that you're going to want to run to your quarterback's dominant side. So Tom Brady's a righty. I'm going to want to run the power to the right. It's a lot slower running it to their non-dominant side. But I think the power kind of replaced stretch is probably the best run in the playbook. And again, you can kind of motion snap it. And this run, the blocking is a lot better. You saw I picked up there's much more space. I picked up a bigger gain on that one. So I would actually recommend if you are running the ball a lot out of I-form close, make the power your primary run. And here the numbers are overwhelming to the right. So I might flip the play, even though it's slower, flip the play to the left. You see we had way more space. We didn't get good blocking, but we had way more space out there. There's only one man to beat. So, again, this offense is all about audibling to your strengths. So, again, if I want to run the stretch, I'm going to audible. No, he motioned. I like my numbers on the right. He motioned a little bit late, but we still... Oh, that was a bad stick by me. But again, just be smart. The dive is also really good. It's just I don't really know what to say to dive. Just hand off to your quarterback's dominant hand if you can. Dive did not get nerfed. The run game is still good as ever. And in a good offense, you're going to be running the ball more than you want. In Madden, you always want to pass, but in a good offense, you're always going to be running the ball more than you want. So if we go back to choose new play, I'm going to give you guys some examples of audibling from trips down to I-form close. And again, if you come out in trips, you're mainly passing the ball. So keep that in mind. Trips is going to be your main passing formation, and then I-form close is going to be your main running formation. So here, you can audible down, again, to I-form close. I'm going to audible down to the power. And your opponent's going to be like, what the fuck's going on? Okay? Just the fact that you can go from one of the best, if not the best passing formations in the game, audible to one of the best, if not the best running formations in the game, is very overpowered. And then obviously you can just run the ball out of I-form, or out of a trips tight end as well. And yeah, so that's pretty much that. I'm going to show you guys now a couple of gadget plays as well and a couple of good setups. So I'm actually just going to stay here. I'm going to go to I-form close. Let me audible right here. I-form close. We're going to audible down to PA tight end leak. There's 2 high safeties, so I audible down. He's expecting a run. Again, 2 high safeties, so I would be motioning this post route out. Because, again, I'm thinking with 2 high safeties, cover 2, cover 4, or cover 2 man. It was cover 2. And I got hit as I threw it, but it would have been a one-play touchdown. So, again, we're going to come out in trips tight end and audible down. This is fucking 3-man. What the fuck is this? This is why you can't play against random play. They give you, like, fucking 3-man up. Like, why is this so commonly called? Why is 3-man deep so commonly called by the computer? I don't really understand it. But, again, I'm going to try to get a better defense for you guys. So, again, this looks like a cover 3. So, I would audible down to PA tight end leak, and I can run this play stock. He's going to be thinking run. So we hike it. Little does he know it's a play action. Get his user biting down. And if you can get the time. Bro, I'm getting thrown out of sacks all day. You guys know how this works. Now I'm going to audible down and show you a couple other route combos you can do. I've already kind of touched on one. But if you audible down, again, if you're going to pass to PA tight end league, I really like having your tight end on a crosser. This is not going to be a cover 3 beater, but you put your tight end on a crosser, and then you motion out that guy, motion hike him, get some nice spacing where if you wait on that tight end, he's going to get open, and then there might be a post route coming in behind him. So the spacing on that might not be great to the short side. If you want to run that to the field side, if you know what I'm talking about, in order for that to be to the field side, you would actually have to be trips to the short side. So that is kind of difficult. But again, I'm going to show you that route combo again. That's what it would look like. And then when you motion this guy out, you're going to motion hike him like at the numbers. And then you see the spacing there. You can throw that crosser, or I had the post coming in behind him. And then your deep post is to just keep your opponent honest. Make sure he's got deep zones on the field at all time. And now I'm going to show you a different route combo. Again, audible down to I-form close. I already mentioned the one where you put your tight end on a crosser, put your guy on a corner route. That's a really good one. You could also put your tight end on a crosser, put this guy on a slant, and then put him on a drag. That's another good route combo. You also put your tight end on a streak, put Evans on a crosser. That's another good route combo. I would actually, in that case, motion over your tight end so the clear route is on the right, the correct side. And again, you just got to make a read at that time. It's just all about high-low concepts and making sure your spacing is good. Very similar route concepts to what I talked about from the trips tight end. You can make very similar concepts out of I-form close. So again, I'm going to go over those route concepts one more time. We're going to audible down from trips to I-form close. The first one I talked about was tight end on a crosser and then motioning this guy out to get that spacing right there. You can also put your running back on an option route. That might be pretty good as well. Another one is to put that guy on a corner route instead. You can also put him on a... We can do this. How about this? Ooh, this is good. That's good right there. Crossers. A lot of it's free balling, but as you play, you're going to develop your own style. So I'm just throwing these out there to give you guys... That last one might have been bullshit. That last one is kind of a bullshit route combo. But I'm throwing these out there to give you guys some ideas. But the more you play, the more you're going to develop your own style and own kind of favorite route combos. Like one that I could see being really good is if you put this guy, kept him on his deep post, put him on a streak, and then put Evans on a slant, and then motion Evans over. This is a fantastic route combo right here. And then you can motion Ike Evans because he's off the ball, but I'm just going to show you that. That right there is a very, very good route combo. And again, you're just going to wait on Evans, or you can wait on the crosser. Again, there's so many good ones. I'm just trying to show you guys a few. Now I want to show you guys some gadget plays. So I think I showed you guys enough route combos, and I told you guys my favorite run is going to be that power. So you guys know audible to the I-form close, run the power, jam it down their throat, pause, run some of those route combos I showed you. I'm going to show you guys a couple good gadget plays. One of my favorites is out of Strong H-Wing. Strong H-Wing is a fantastic play, or a fantastic formation. I-form H-Wing is also really good. PA counter shot, I'm not going to get into it, but PA counter shot is a good one-play touchdown. And then Stretch Alert Lookie is one of the best, if not the best, RPO in the game. I say that a lot. I should stop saying that phrase so much. Stretch Alert X Lookie. I've only called it 24 times this year because I don't run this formation, or I don't run this playbook, but 10 yards average. It's a run play. You're getting 10 yards average on a run play. It's got to be a pretty good fucking run play. And the backside post is very good as well. So what we're going to get into now is Strong H-Wing. Strong H-Wing, I'm not going to get into the run plays, but my audibles would be Stretch Alert Lookie. Very good RPO, very similar to the H-Wing one. And then I would have a dive, and I would put in a power. Again, it would be the same as... Actually, they got a counter. That counter might be... No, fuck the counter. We're going to put an F-trail as L1, and then R1, we're going to put... where is it? It's a one-play touchdown. PA Power O. PA Power O is another one-play touchdown kind of gadget play. But Strong H-Wing, you can't really audible to as much because of your personnel. You're going to have 2 tight ends, 2 running backs, and 1 wide receiver. So your audibling is a little bit limited from Strong H-Wing. But again, I'm not going to show you guys run plays. I'm going to show you guys F-trail. This play, you run it stock and then just make a fucking read. It is an amazing play. If you got Hot Route Master, put your running back on a flat instead of a bubble. Nobody likes the bubbles. They're ass. But this play, stock, because of the spacing and the stock routes on the field, hella man beaters. Hella man beaters, hella zone beaters. That angle route from the fullback is really good. You could throw that early almost every time. I threw a fucking pick as I said that. But again, just make a read. F-trail, I ran over this a lot last year. It's just a really good play. And then the one-play touchdown, PA Power O, that's going to be another one very, very similar to any other one-play touchdown in the world. 2 high safeties, just keep them out wide. No, that doesn't work. It's a one-play touchdown. It's a deep post. You guys get it. It's the same thing as the other one. So that pretty much concludes everything I would run out of this. I'm going to go back to the playbook and kind of summarize everything before we hop into a game plan and actually run this scheme online. But God damn it. I clicked random play. I didn't mean to do that. But what I wanted to summarize was kind of go over some of the stuff from part 1 where I say, trips tight end is your primary formation. You're going to come out in trips tight end every time, almost every time, unless you know you're running the ball. And then from there, you're going to read the defense, and you're going to keep in mind your opponent's tendencies so far in the game. And judging by what he's been running, judging by what you think he's in, you're going to audible accordingly based on the situation. So again, if he's been running cover 3 every time, and I know I got this fire cover 3 beater out of I-form close, I might run trips tight end, trips tight end, trips tight end, and then come out in that, and then audible down to that cover 3 beater. But again, trips tight end is your primary. Mix in strong close, again, a very overpowered passing formation in my opinion. And then you can run out of strong close a little bit as well. And then when you want to run the ball, you're going to audible to that I-form close. That you're going to come out in H-wing, you're going to come out strong H-wing, all that good stuff. So that concludes it. Without further ado, I'm going to hop into a game, and I'm going to kind of talk you through the process, live in game, and how I would use it. So we are on the offensive side of the ball, and again, what I'm going to want to do first is set my audibles for trips tight end. So to start, you want to make sure you have your running back in there. I use Raheem Mostert. He's got 96 speed on my team. That's going to be the 212 personnel that I was talking about. My audibles are going to be double sail, inside zone, verticals, PA counter go. Last time I said X curls or X flats for your audibles, but I change it to I realized I run double sail way more. So we run double sail again. First read, left side of the field, it's gonna be that running back in the flats. If they don't have a hard flat, you're throwing to that running back every time. Make them worry about the running back. Then you start making your other reads. We're gonna run that double sail again. This time I'm gonna run this inside zone. I kind of like our numbers to the right here. If we can get decent blocking, which we didn't really, I still picked up 2-3 yards, so it's not too bad. But this time I'm going to run PA counter go. PA counter go is a little bit of a deeper shot here. And something else that you want to keep in mind, always run your trips to the wide side of the field. Sometimes it can be a little bit particular here, but this is how we're going to run this. And I'm actually going to, if I get time, motion McLaurin across. 3, 2, 1. All right, we got him across in time. And again, just make a read here. Looks like McLaurin's going to be open on the sideline. Oh, my God. His acrobat almost got there. But honestly, that was a little too close for comfort. I didn't really like that throw. I probably should have looked over to my crosser or something like that. But this time we're actually going to audible down to PA tight end leak. He's going to think I'm running the ball here, but I'm not. I'm actually running PA tight end leak, and I'm going to run it stock. And, yeah, looks like we got, yeah, see, it caught him off guard. That post route is a man beater, so he totally thought I was running the ball there. But it was actually a pass, and it was just a stock PA tight end leak. That post route on the backside kills man coverage if you have a good receiver like I do, and it worked out. He ran cover 2 man to get the run defense. I think that's what he was going for, and the post was open. All right, so coming out here, he's been running 3 down linemen. I'm going to audible down and just run it on him. I'm going to audible down and run power. I don't know if he's going to have the defense for this, but again, it's the Las Vegas tour. He's got 3 down linemen, and we're going to try to take advantage of it. We get to the outside, get a nice solid gain. That's a win in my book. 2nd and 9, we got 10. That's a win in my book. Again, if he's giving you a look where you think you can run it, just freaking run it. We're going to go to X spot here, but I'm going to freestyle a route combo. You see, I like this. I like this right here. This is a good route combo to me. And again, first we look flats. It was manned up. Man coverage. We know the crosser beats man coverage. What is that animation? Just catch it and tap your feet. But I recognize as I hiked the ball, it was man coverage. That crosser is my favorite man beater this year. I don't think, as long as you have above 90 medium route running, the crosser is going to torch man. So that's my first read when I see it's man coverage. This is obviously a 3 down lineman set. I'm running inside zone. I'm going to stop and go and take it back to the left. He must have heard me because he moved his guy over there. Oh, I didn't like that. I shouldn't have done that. There's a guy coming off the left side. So inside the 10 is where things get kind of tricky. That's where I'm going to go to I-form H-wing. I really like this stretch alert X looky. It's a really good run play, and if he does overcommit on the stretch, you got the backside looky there. And his user was back there, so I didn't really want to throw that and risk his user coming back and picking that off. But I think this time, because I just ran the stretch, he's going to overcommit with his user. If he does that, I'm throwing the looky. If he does that, I'm throwing the looky. Somehow the man coverage stuck with it. That was a really risky throw. You got to be careful with the looky. 4th and goal. I could take my 3 here. I don't really care about winning. So I'm actually going to come out in strong close and run a little bullshit here. I'm going to come out in strong close. I'm going to run a little bullshit here from the 3. I'm just going to see what he gives me. So this is a heavy, yeah, so it looks like this might be man coverage. McLaurin is on a man-beating route. I'm actually going to run the play stock like this. I don't know. He ran commit. That sucks. He ran commit. He ran commit, and so I just pressed the button thinking that the corner would run in, but he just stayed home and intercepted it. I hate when people get interceptions on a run commit. So because of safety, we get the ball right back. And again, I'm just going to go back to that quick double sail look that I really like. First look's going to be left side of the field. It's covered, so we go to the backside in. That backside in is almost always going to toast their man. And if they're covering the left side of the field, meaning they covered the flat route from your running back, they covered the corner route from your tight end, more often than not, they're going to have to do that with their user. So if the user's all the way over there preoccupied, that backside in is going to be money. So again, I was going to say let's run this again, but I don't want to show you guys the same play over and over again. We're going to run just an inside zone here. Just an inside zone. Got some good blocks. Could have maybe got more on that. All right, I'm going to be freestyling another route combo. It's going to be almost identical. I can guarantee it. All right, this is what we got going here. Just a smoke from the outside guy. Slant from Mostert. You guys saw it. No one was in the flats of the running back. Easy read. Take your yards. If you take your yards, you stay on top of the chains, you're going to dominate. So take your yards like I just did there. All right, now we're running inside cross. This is one I haven't really talked about. What I'm going to do here is put my running back on an angle route, and that's it, and put my tight end on a corner. So that's what it should look like. In route. Again, just make a read. The in route was open over the middle there. And again, a lot of this, I don't run this offense online. I know this offense because a lot of similar concepts I use in my offense. But I said in my last video, I run the Patriots. So I don't actually even run this online. So I am kind of just showing you guys what I ran out of time because I'm freaking talking. But I don't care about scoring. I don't care about the game. I'm just trying to show you guys the concepts and what you guys should be thinking of. And like I said, when you run this online, you're going to develop your own style. You might watch my whole ebook and then realize that you never run levels sale. You hate levels sale. So you're going to switch it out with another play that you like more. And that's how you develop your own style on offense and your own kind of scheme. Because guess what? I didn't invent these concepts. The concepts I'm showing you, the formations I'm showing you, I didn't come up with this shit. I'm showing you guys the Mazomatic style of these concepts in a way that is hopefully helping you understand them. But like I said, you're going to develop your own style when you run it. So yeah, we're coming out in PA counter go, and I do want to say something that almost all of... I don't ever run a pass play. I do sometimes, but I try not to run pass plays that don't have a crosser. I love the freaking crossers this year. So almost every pass play I run is going to have this crosser. And look at circle. It's a deep crosser. Oh, if he would have caught that, he would have been gone. It's a deeper crosser. So again, I'm going to talk about it. PA counter go. That crosser, any crosser from this slot, from a slot corner as opposed to a tight end. I'm going to put Diggs right there. Diggs would have caught that shit. Any crosser from the slot guy instead of... We're going to run it like that. I like this. This is a good look right here. Is going to be deeper. So zone drop's going to have to be like 25 or 30. I don't even know if 25 or 30 is going to cover Diggs. Watch. That guy, I guarantee you, was at like 25. And we still... Yo, Diggs, I said you... Okay, I should have possession caught both of those. I'm trying to rack it up. But you guys are seeing, that guy's zone drops, I bet you, was at like 20, 25 yards. That crosser still gets behind it. We're going to run it one more time. One more time, because you guys saw it was wide open both times. And this is what we're going to do. This... We got a flat from Mostert on the zig. We got McLaurin on a slant coming over the top of him across the field. Bush in the flats, crosser from Diggs. He's going to try to run with Diggs. It's not going to be... Watch. See, he's at 30 now. He was at 30. So when he was at 30, that was so deep. That was so deep that I playmakered my running back and I had a ton of space. So again, I'm attacking him now. We're kind of playing games. Okay, no one's to the left here. No one's to the left here. We're running verticals. How did Amos get there? All right, that was a bad read by me. He looked wide open. I don't know how that was an interception. All right, so we have a hefty lead, and this is a situation when I would be just continually audibling down. Again, you take a lead. I'm up 9-0, third quarter, my ball. This is when you start playing conservative. You start audibling down a lot, playing slow. He's going to get mad, run this power, double juke, do all that good stuff. Look at I'm getting a first down. We're chewing clock, and that's how you want to play in this offense. It's like, you know what? You take an early lead, start playing more conservatively. And again, we're going to come out in this post play right here. And I want to show you guys, if you just do this. No, wait. Oh, I don't have. I thought Reggie Bush was in. Here. I'm just going to motion Diggs over, streak my tight end. We got double crossers. Should get open. Yeah, he's fast. Okay, that was an accurate pass. What's going to happen is if you have a fast guy like Mostert, he's not going to get open on his route because he's not got good route running. So if it's man coverage, I'm going to put my running back on an angle route this time. If it's man coverage, which this guy's been running a lot of man, Mostert's going to get boxed at first, but he's so fast that he's going to outrun his guy. And that time, McLaurin was so open, I had to throw it. Another good thing you can do that you should always keep in your back pocket is if you put your running back on an option route, they're going to run an out route if it's man, and they're going to sit down if it's zone. And then what you can do is you can smart route the option route, which makes them do it at the line of scrimmage. Okay, that makes it a lot better. And then if you get rid of that tight end, put him on a crosser or something like that. Watch the smart route. Watch it. Now, I'm not going to throw it because he was covered, but there's a flat route there. There's multiple guys over there. But did you see that route? That route was beautiful. He ran it deep, and then he beat his man. There was a flat to the outside. That's why I didn't throw it. But if you were watching the route, it was a good route. Keep that in mind. I'm going to run that same thing. I'm gonna smart route my running back on an option route. I'm actually going to put Davis. Oh, Davis. I'm going to put Davis on a drag. Diggs on a streak. Looks pretty good to me. Looks pretty freaking good to me. Davis beat his guy on the drag. Get another first down on 3rd and 10. You know, it's making me. This guy's running mostly man, so it's hard for me to continually give you guys new things from the ebook when he's running the same look. But I think I'm giving you guys enough. From here, you can come out whatever. Audible down. Came out in trips. He had to match my personnel. Audible down, baby. And he ran commit. Doesn't matter. We got in. You see that I form close is really good. I think that's enough. I'm kind of talked you through how to run it. I gave you guys all the tips in the videos, and then I showed you guys in a live game kind of how the audibling would work. I didn't really show you guys strong close, but that was I would stick to trips tight end and I form close, audibling between the two, and then throw your gadget plays in there just to mix it up, keep it fresh. My main scheme again out of trips tight end. We got the quit. Connection repair has been lost. Main scheme out of trips tight end. Audible to I-form close. And then throw in strong close. Throw in I-form H-wing. Throw in strong H-wing. Throw in gun bunch sometimes, you know. I'm somebody who likes to mix up my formation every few plays. So even though I have my main ones, I like to mix it up to keep them on their toes. But if you guys enjoyed the ebook, again, it sucks they patched like half the things in the Raiders offense, but it is what it is. It's still one of the best offenses in the game. You can make an argument if you run it well, it's the best offense in the game. A lot of people still run this at the highest level. So, hope you guys did enjoy it. Even if you don't run this offense, I really hope you learned something. I try to go over concepts and keep them general. So even if you're not in this exact playbook, you know, you can still use some of the concepts I went over. So if you did enjoy it, please leave a like down below. I will be streaming tonight, Weekend League. I will have a Madden Academy video tomorrow. Overall, things are good. Good to be back. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I love you. Goodbye. See you soon.